There was a massive, horrific jihadist terrorist attack less than 10 days ago, and it seems like it's long in the past. Let's just recap it for you real quick from the Daily Wire. The FBI said at press conference Thursday that there are no additional suspects in the Islamic terrorist attack on the New Orleans French Quarter following reports that indicated that there were at least 4 others. FBI Deputy Assistant Director Christopher Reyes said at the press conference that 42-year-old Shamsuddin Jabbar, a U.S. citizen who had converted to Islam, pledged allegiance to ISIS before the summer, according to videos obtained by law enforcement. Jabbar killed at least 14 people during the attack and wounded dozens more when he mowed down his victims with a truck that he rented. He then got out and opened fire with a rifle before being shot and killed by the public. Of course, the other thing that happened was the Cybertruck attack outside Trump International in Vegas. Guys, the reason I wanted to cover this, it almost seems like it's just like long history and why even talk about it, but that's exactly why I wanted to bring it up. That we had a major jihadist terrorist attack that killed 14 people. I mean, it seems like we should all know their names. Why didn't Joe Biden say any of their names? By the way, one of them happened to be a Palestinian. The first girl that was killed was black. You would think we would care about these people. And of course, we can connect this just like we could connect the fire, not fully blame the fire on DEI, but we can connect this terrorist attack also to DEI. Check out this tweet from Robbie Starbuck. 6 months ago, the New Orleans FBI office was doing DEI hiring events. Maybe they should have been more focused on hiring the best people who are good at catching terrorists instead. Hiring solely to increase diversity is a threat to national security for everyone. DEI must end. And then here's the statement from the FBI New Orleans. FBI New Orleans is holding a diversity agent recruiting event, and we want to meet you. Agents and FBI executives will provide firsthand information about a rewarding career. Apply now to see if you qualify for the July 17th event in Metairie, Louisiana here. I mean, John, you already illustrated the point with the NYPD, but it's everywhere. It is everywhere. And I guess, again, maybe we're finally getting to the final boss with all of it.
Yeah. Let me say this. I mean, one thing I will say, you can't place all the blame on the FBI here, because one of the things that keeps me up at night, having studied terrorism and cells in the U.S. and homegrown actors, are these low-tech asymmetrical attacks. What that guy did on Bourbon Street didn't require planning, didn't require chatter. In fact, he could have radicalized at his mosque at home, not really interfaced with anybody, and still pulled that off. But here's where we have to go back to identity politics. I spoke to a captain in the Louisiana Troopers. So Bourbon Street, to Karol's point, has those hydraulic steel barriers, right? Like they have outside the White House. Well, they were down for repair, and the city promised New Orleans PD and Louisiana State Police they would be fixed by the Sugar Bowl / New Year's Eve, and definitely would be fixed by the Super Bowl. Well, they just abandoned it. They made these promises. They fell, and then they forgot about it. The cops, both agencies, were screaming and yelling to get these things fixed before New Year's Eve, and the mayor, the administration in the city of New Orleans and the parish completely dropped the ball. And so I don't know if the FBI could have interdicted this because of how low profile and how little planning it took. I think the blame for this one falls more on the city of New Orleans and the parish for not fixing those barriers, because had they, that guy would have never been able to make the turn. If you see the video, there was a New Orleans PD. His car, he went up on the sidewalk.
We'll lay in the video right now.
Yep. He went up on the sidewalk, and had those barriers been in place, this wouldn't have happened. This one is really tragic.